life is tends to be about phases, right? It's cyclical. Things happen, then other things happen, then some other things happen, and then those things that happened before happen again. It's about life is about trends, up and down, up and down. It's the same thing with a different tweak. This is why people always say about fashion. Things just they'll come back in style in another 10, 20 years. It's fashion is cyclical. The life is cyclical. And the same thing. It's the same thing with manga, storytelling, Dragon Ball. To be damn sure, yes, many things about Dragon Ball we have current Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball Super, we have seen before in some aspect. It's Dragon Ball Super is unfortunately very cyclical, and but the good thing about that is that it means that we can expect things to be shaken. We can expect certain things to be happening soon in the future. Things that we as Dragon Ball fans will be very excited about. For instance, Piccolo becoming a featured character again. So in the Dragon Ball superhero movie, God, that is the worst title. We as a community need to come up with an alternative title for that movie because that's just not gonna work. But the movies so far, like at the trailer and everything, all the concept art, it's promoting the idea that Piccolo is going to be a prominent character in the movie, and as he should be, because Piccolo is a very fan favorite character. People were just in love with his character back in the old days, back in the Z days, and unfortunately, he kind of just got written into the corner, into the obscurity of the story. But Dragon Ball Superhero is making an attempt. I'm gonna call it something different every time I refer to it now, and we'll just see if we land on any good ideas. Well, okay, so Dragon Ball Hero. Oh, that's an awful one. But in that movie, they've got Piccolo in the story, and it's like, okay, he's making a little bit of a comeback here. Maybe at the expense of Goku and Vegeta, which is not exactly what I would like. It would be nice if they, if Piccolo was made to be a part of the story and not just the story. But it's like, hey, you can't be too picky. So in Dragon Ball Super Red Ribbon Returns, not much better either. We're gonna get there. In Dragon Ball Super Red Ribbon Returns, Piccolo is somewhat part of the story. And what I would think, it's like, how do you make him relevant, right? Because it's great to put Piccolo in the story. It's great to put, Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, Gohan, all these guys back into the mix. Have them be actual, meaningful characters, impactful characters. But it's like, how do you keep them relevant in the world of Dragon Ball where the power, power is everything, and it just keeps getting, scaled higher and higher and higher. And I was like, well, this is actually a good opportunity for them to expand on this new Namekian lore that they've introduced in the Granola Survivor arc. Because they kind of did a little bit of retconning and saying that the Namekians are from a whole nother universe, and that they traveled to Universe 7 from another realm, right? They didn't even say, realm I think is doubling as universe here, but it's not entirely sure. You can't say that for certain, using a little bit of headcanon here, like we have to for about 40% of Dragon Ball these days. But yeah, so they came to our universe from another realm, and there's still so much unexplained and unexplored about Zalama. I think what you could do is just have Piccolo just be at a point in his life, and it's like people you're gonna have to write this on the random. Or maybe you explain it through the events of this movie. Something happens in the movie, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Super Gamma. All right, now I like that. Dragon Ball Super Gamma. Something happens in the movie that makes Piccolo reflect more on his roots and his family, right? Like, that's a side effect of the events of the movie. And they just get him like, well, you know what? Hey, guys, I'm going to be leaving Earth for a bit. Like, hey, Gohan, I can't watch Pan. I'm about to head to Planet Namek and see if there's if I get some answers to these questions I'm having, or even better, you could do it like how like you could write in the idea that Namex are like half minds in a way. Like there's this latent half mind gene in there, like how the symbiotes have in Marvel comics. There's a lot of cool things you could do with it. You could just say for some reason though he has to head to Planet Namek, and once he goes there, he ends up learning about, they expand on that lore some more. Maybe he travels to that other realm where there's Nameks and then also demons and all these other kinds of aliens, and that blends in with another universe. And maybe that's another way to introduce Universe 6. Now Piccolo's running with the Universe 6 Saiyans or something like that. Just but you make Piccolo a prominent character. And at the core of the story, you definitely would have to have Zalama. And like, cause people have been waiting for that for forever. More information on this guardian of the creator of the Super Dragon Balls, who, by extension, if the Super Dragon Balls are active, then he must still be alive somewhere, right? It could be the quest for Zalama or whatever, something simple or basic like that. And, during the course of that, Piccolo finds new powers. He develops new powers, or, acquires new powers through some kind of, ritual or whatever. Goku gets those kind of jumps all the time. Why not Piccolo? It's like, and the thing is, what would make it better than, I guess, or not necessarily better, but just what would make it unique is that Goku and Vegeta get these power hikes like all the time. Piccolo's gotten one back when he fused with Kami and Nail. But I mean, the Nail one, like, it kind of just like it was there, but it also kind of blended with the fact that Piccolo had just trained with King Kai, so he didn't feel it as much because we didn't get to see how strong he was before he fused with Nail. So it was kind of just like, like just a little frosting on the cake. It didn't really hit the same, but still, it's like you're not gonna have to suspend belief too far to believe that Piccolo got this power hike, and especially if you just write it well, and make it believable. It's like, oh yeah, there's this hidden power that Piccolo never realized he had, that all Namekians have, that he was able to unlock by furthering his knowledge of his culture and Zalama and all these things about the Dragon Balls, and like there's so much there's so much you can do, and I would love to see that. This is another story that I would love to see. I was talking about yesterday how Frieza would be just a great character to follow, and see his journey and what he's going through. Like, at this point, almost every character is more interesting than Goku and Vegeta because we just been with them so long. It's like, okay, I need a break from these guys, and that's why Granola hit so hard when he first showed up on the scene. That's why it made him so interesting. And Dragon Ball has a lot of that, a lot of characters that could provide that same energy, that same just intrigue, but they go super underutilized, and none has gone more unutilized probably than like Piccolo, who's been around forever. So, but let me know what you think. Would you want to see a Piccolo centered story, or like a spin-off, or like would you just want him back in the manga somehow, to be trying to keep up with Goku and Vegeta? Like, yeah, maybe it doesn't make sense for Gohan. He's more so like the family man, the Clark Kent, while Goku's Superman, and Gohan just wants to chill and further his knowledge of just being a scholar and being a good father and all that stuff. But it makes sense for Piccolo to want to fight, to want to get more powerful. He was always training in Dragon Ball Z. Like, why all of a sudden has he become such just Uncle Piccolo, So, but yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you think Piccolo should be I just said all this stuff. Okay. What I'm trying to say is leave a comment. I want to know what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right.